Hello and welcome back to another video. I'm Lexi. If you're new here, I'd love it if you subscribe, stay a while. It's a fun time. It has been a minute since I've done a Q&A on the channel and I've decided why not? Let's film a Q&A. Sean is at work. You guys know the drill. When my fiance is at work, I like to film because what else am I gonna do? So I'm hanging out with you guys today. I asked over on my Instagram, which if you're not following me already, I will put my Instagram right here. It's always linked down below. I asked what questions you guys had for a YouTube video. So that is what is going on today. I just looked outside and got a clip of the craziest double rainbow. Hopefully it shows up on the camera, but it has been pouring all day. So that was really, really nice to look outside and see that. I'm gonna walk the dog. Look at, there she is. After I film this video. So I'm glad that it stopped raining so I can do that. But not a whole lot is going on other than the gloomy weather. I'm just like hanging out in my comfy sweats. I feel like I film in this sweatshirt all the time, but it's just so cozy. And I'm gonna pull up the questions that you guys asked on Instagram. A lot of them are like very similar. So I'm gonna answer like the most commonly asked questions because a lot of them are very similar. So I also just ate some soup and I feel like I'm getting heartburn. So that's what's going on right now. All right, let's scroll all the way to the bottom. First question, all-time favorite TV shows. Okay, this is fun. I like fun random questions like this. Wow, I feel like I have a lot. These two. It's time for the zoomies, apparently. Number one that comes to mind, I would say The Office. We love The Office in this house. What are some other all-time favorites? I mean, I just finished Gilmore Girls, but I feel like I'm already watching it again, and that's very quickly become one of my favorites. What other shows do I watch like over and over again? Gossip Girl. Why can I like not think of any other shows that I've seen like over and over again? I mean, I love You. Safe on Netflix is really good, but it's only like one season. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like my main ones that are coming to mind right now are The Office, Gilmore Girls, Gossip Girl. I feel like I'm forgetting one that I like watch often. I don't know. On the top of my head, that is what I've come up with. Book recommendations for people wanting to get into reading. Ooh, what is this? The TikTok sound? It's like, I love this question. I do. I love this question. I just finished The Fourth Wing. Unreal. It was so good. I did not think I would like it because I am not a fantasy girly usually. I mean, I love my Harry Potter. I actually might reread all of the Harry Potter books again because it just feels cozy to me. But some books to get into reading. Verity, number one. I mean, The Fourth Wing was amazing, but I feel like that's a little bit more to like, once you love reading, because it's a thicker book, but I would say Verity, you will finish it very quickly. It's so good. The Housemaid is a good one. The Perfect Couple by Ellen Hilderbrand. What are some other ones that I'm like, oh, you must read? Basically all the ones I recommend to like my mom and sister. Let's see what else is on my Goodreads account because I rate every book that I read. The Silent Patient is really good. What are some other like, I feel like books that like everybody reads? The Last Mrs. Parrish is a good one. Not a murder mystery, but just like a fun read, When Life Gives You Lululemons. But I would say like number one, Verity. Every time I recommend that book, whoever is reading it reads it in like a day because it's so good. You literally cannot put it down. I love the Harry Potter books. I think the stories are told very, very well. But again, a bigger endeavor if you're not already into reading. But Verity, I would say without a doubt, pick that one up. The Perfect Marriage is good. The Golden Couple is good. Let's see. I clicked on the wrong thing. I clicked on my want to read, not my have read. So I Will Find You by Harlan Coben was really, really good. The Housemaid, for sure. The Perfect Marriage for sure. The Winter in Paradise trilogy. It's Winter in Paradise, What Happens in Paradise, and Troubles in Paradise by Ellen Hildebrand. Very, very good. But it's a trilogy, so if you want to read 3 books, that's great. But I feel like if you just want to get into reading, the one-off stories are the way to go. So yeah, I feel like that's my quick book recommendation list to get into reading. And then once you love it again, let me know. I have a whole list. Just go on my Goodreads. I am very passionate about talking about books now, if you cannot tell. Did you ever deal with anxiety about the future? If so, how did you handle it? Yes. I've been very open about anxiety on my channel. I have had anxiety pretty much my entire life. And I started going to therapy when I was in college. And actually, this is a perfect segue into the sponsor of this video, BetterHelp. But no, for real, this was like a legitimately asked question, and I'm big on mental health on this channel. I feel like I talk about it pretty often. And for me, going to therapy was genuinely a life changer and even now, like wedding planning and trying to find a job and just like daily life stresses, I have found myself really going back and pulling on the things that I learned in therapy because I feel like I'm getting overwhelmed. And this happens like all the time. And I tell people, you know, if you have anxiety, depression, obviously therapy is for you. But even if you have nothing diagnosed and you just are like overwhelmed with life or you just want to better yourself, therapy is the way to go. And BetterHelp is an awesome option for that. I feel like now, I started therapy when I was in college, like I said, but now that I'm an adult, finding like affordable therapy within my health insurance that I also like and is convenient for my schedule is like a pretty difficult task. So that is where BetterHelp comes in, because the right therapist can make a really big difference in your life, and learning how to self-soothe, cope, and just like communicate better with people in your life, I feel like has literally been a game changer and has made my life 10 times better. If it's your first time with therapy, it can be really hard to know where to start. So BetterHelp is, like I said, a really great option. You can go on and get matched with a therapist. You take their online quiz. BetterHelp is a platform that makes finding online therapy a breeze. Like I said, it's really easy to sign up and get matched with a therapist. It's really affordable and very tailored to your schedule. And you can do it from the comfort of your own home, which I don't know about you, but I feel most at peace with myself and most like myself when I'm in my own home, in comfy clothes, in a relaxed environment. So being able to do therapy that way, I feel like is the best way to go, especially if you're new in therapy. Go to betterhelp.com/LexiFuller to get started. It is betterhelp.com/LexiFuller. I will have the link in my description as well as displayed on the screen right here. And that is for 10% off your first month of BetterHelp. And not meshing with a therapist, I mean, think about it. Like, you don't love everybody in your life when you meet them. That's a very common thing. And it makes it so much easier to find a new one when you can just use the same platform. You don't have to worry about who's in your network for your health insurance and additional costs and things like that. So cannot recommend it enough. Whether you have something specific that's troubling you or just day-to-day life, because let's be honest, it is stressful out here. My pets are losing their mind. BetterHelp is a really great option. So check out betterhelp.com/LexiFuller and get started today. But yeah, I have 100% dealt with anxiety, still do. I'm much better at like dealing with it and navigating through it, but of course I worry about the future. I feel like that's a very normal thing to worry about, but having anxiety, I feel like I just worry about it a lot more than other people. But genuinely, therapy has changed my life, and I recommend it to everybody. I say it's like a gym membership for your mind. If you're willing to pay for a place to lift heavy things, why not do the same thing for your brain and better yourself? So thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this video. Back to the Q&A. I'm gonna switch the lighting because it's getting a little wonky in here, so I will be right back. Okay, everybody does it differently. Do you guys follow a monthly budget? Yes, yes and no. I keep track of like all of our expenses in Notion, basically like all of our monthly bills, and we split all of them evenly, and then like we each obviously like pay off our own credit cards and whatnot, but I feel like we've from the beginning been very good about just like talking about money and like, hey, like Sean, for example, when we do house projects, like he puts it on his Lowe's credit card, so that's going to him. So I'm like, hey, like I got groceries, like don't worry about it. So it's just like talking about it and splitting it up evenly, I feel like takes away all the stress. But as far as like budgeting, I use the Mint app. This is not sponsored by them, but I really like it. It's free. You can hook up all of your accounts, whether you have student debt, your credit cards, your investment accounts, whatever, and categorize it based on income, groceries, whatever, and keep track of where your money is going. And I really like that because if I notice like, hey, you know, you've been spending a lot on this, I can look at that and next month know to kind of cut back on that. And also it looks at like your income versus what you're spending so that you can work on saving, things like that. So I recommend doing that. Like I said, it's free, so why not? How is your fitness journey going? I tried First Form and I'm loving it. What's your favorite protein flavor? Another question I love. I'm very passionate about this. My fitness journey is going well. Like, for example, I'm trying to be a little bit more gentle with myself and like listen to my body. Like today, I lifted really, really heavy this week. So when I would normally go to the gym today, I was like, okay, I'm sore. My body's tired. I think the rain did not help that. So I was like, okay, we'll stay in tonight. We'll relax. I'm gonna do a face mask after I film this video. And things like that. I might go in the hot tub for my muscles, but trying to intake more protein. My favorite First Form protein flavor is the Loop to Fruit. It literally tastes like Fruity Pebbles. I am obsessed. I did just order the pumpkin spice latte level 1 protein, so I hope that comes in soon so I can try it in my coffee in the morning because that would be really great if that was delicious. Sean loves like the chocolate banana. He's pretty easy. He loves them all. I mean, I like a lot of them too, but he is better about like making smoothies with them, whereas I am just like lazy and mix it with water. And the Loop to Fruit one is really, really good. I've tried cherry lime, that's pretty good. Fruit punch. I just ordered juicy watermelon, so stay tuned on that one. But if you've tried First Form, or if you haven't, I have the link always down below too, but comment your favorite flavor because I want to try some more. What's your favorite part about yourself? Hello. I don't know if you mean physically or non-physically, but non-physically, just, and actually in general, my favorite part about myself is my work ethic. I feel like it's a blessing and a curse. Sometimes I don't know when to just like chill out, but from a positive standpoint, I feel like I'm a really hard worker and I've always been that way. And I'm really proud of myself for when I have something in my mind, like pushing myself to do it, and just like the feeling of satisfaction that comes from accomplishing something that you really set your mind to. I feel like it's what motivates me to do that. But I don't know, I've just like innately always had that, and I feel like that's something that I'm really proud of. And not giving into peer pressure, I feel like also is something I'm really like proud about. I don't really care what people think. And I really could care less about peer pressure. I feel like if anything, it does the opposite. So growing up, that was something I was really proud of because I felt like a lot of other people would just like follow the crowd, and it made me weird as a kid, but I am proud of it now. So that's what I would say. How do you stay connected to long distance friendships like you had back in Buffalo? I'm not gonna lie to you, it's really hard. I will say in 2023, it's a lot easier because of things like FaceTime and things like that, but everybody gets so busy. I feel like number one, I would say like, if you're thinking about someone, just send them a text like, hey, checking in on you, because they're probably really busy too if you haven't heard from them in a while. Number two, I would say plan like FaceTime dates with like groups of friends. I feel like we do that with some of my friends back in Buffalo. And then if you can plan trips or invite people to come see you, I feel like come winter time, I'm hoping that I can talk some of my friends into coming down and visiting because it'll be nice here. So yeah, but it's tough. I mean, none of my like best friends before moving here live here. I mean, my sister lives like 2 hours away, but Sean and I moved down here and literally didn't really like have any friends in this area. So obviously it's really nice that we have each other and the pets and whatnot, but I do miss my friends back home, and I feel like I could be better about like just calling them if I'm in the car or setting up FaceTime dates and whatever, but everybody's busy. So like I said, whenever I think about it, I'll just like send them a text like, hey, checking in, hope you're doing okay. And Snapchat, Instagram, things like that make it really easy, I feel like too. But yeah, it's difficult living far away from friends. All right. I've got like 6 questions in a row about the wedding. You guys, I promise you, you will know soon. I know it's been over 2 years now. We've hit the 2-year mark of being engaged. We've been together 5. Like, I know it is exciting, and I promise you, I'm not teasing it to be annoying, like it's coming, but I legitimately need to send out like invitations to our actual guests, and I have them. Everything's ready to go so that I can start putting wedding videos out on the channel. Like, I have my dress ordered, like there are things happening, and I'm filming it, so it's coming. I just would really like to tell my guests first and everything. All I will say is it's very small, very intimate, and it's not in Florida. I'll leave it at that. That's your little hint. But I promise you, timeline, it's 2024. I've got everything thought out and planned. I promise you, it's coming. I am going to do a whole wedding series on my channel. So don't worry, the videos are coming. I know I'm being very annoying that I haven't told you guys anything, but again, I'm literally just waiting to make the moves I need to make here, and what I'm waiting for is cute stamps. I'm not gonna lie to you. I refuse to deal with anything less than cute. So I mean, I might just like, literally who cares what the stamps look like? I'm just a perfectionist, and in my head, but I can get like cute stamps for like pictures if I really need to, for like the stationery like flat lay photo. But yeah, I'm getting there. I promise you, when the time is right, and it'll be soon, Sean and I will sit down, we'll do a whole Q&A, I'll do my dress shopping video, like everything is coming. I promise. This question says, do you guys want kids? Yes, we do. God willing, we would love kids. We are definitely ready to be parents, and I mean, as ready as you can ever be. Like, can you ever actually be ready? But I mean, I'm still in residency. Sean is working hard through paramedic. Like, it's just not the time right now, but I'm sure in the near future, not the near future, but like in the future, we would love to start a family. So hopefully the universe is with us on that, and we can move that along when the time is right. But right now, don't worry, no babies right now. What's been your favorite part about residency? For me, I mean, I love the people that I work with. I genuinely like love my co-residents, love the assistants, like everybody's really, really great. So that's number 1. 2, I would say it's really nice to like be independent and like practicing. It feels like I'm working, but with they're literally losing their minds. It feels like I'm just like working in a private practice, but if I have a question, the faculty are there. So it's a really nice balance between dental school and like the real world when I'm like working by myself. But I'm excited to start working, and hopefully there will be more updates on that soon. I mean, I don't finish residency until next summer, but the job hunt is underway. So hopefully I'll have some updates soon. In the future, would you and Sean get more pets? Come here, now. Come here. We have our hands full with these 2. So as of right now, no. We have a dog and a cat, as you can see, and we love them so much, but that is enough for us right now. Look at, like, they're crazy town right now. Yes, that is your answer right there. Not anytime soon. Can we bring back Vlogust but make it Vlogtober? Y'all, I love doing it, but I think I need a little bit more of a break until Vlogmas. So don't worry, in December we'll be vlogging every day. I am gonna try and like do more videos than I was doing before Vlogust. So I'm gonna try and get out a couple videos a week. We'll see if that happens. I'm trying. But I had a blast doing it. So maybe we'll have to make that like a thing in the future to keep doing that. But yeah, as of right now, Vlogtober is probably not gonna happen just because it's a lot of work. And Sean and I are actually planning on doing like a healthy October, where we're working out, we're saving, we're not doing any like drinking or anything like that. Not that we're huge drinkers anyways, but we just wanna do like a real, almost like a, I don't know, like physical health, mental health, emotional health, like really work on like creating healthy habits in October. So hopefully we can make that happen. What 3 things are you looking forward to most in 2024? Okay, number 1, getting married. Number 2, starting a job. And number 3, Traveling, maybe a little bit more, I would say, are 3 things that I'm looking forward to. Let's see, what other questions do we have? Top 3 clothing brands you're loving. I love these like top 3 questions. I think they're so fun. Let's see. Number 1, Lulu's. I feel like their website, I could just spend hours on it. They have everything. Obsessed. So I'd say Lulu's, Abercrombie, and what are some other ones recently? Honestly, Hollister's been a slay. Oh, you know what? What store was that? It was either Banana Republic or J. Crew. We went into the outlet the other day, and I literally loved everything. So that vibe, I don't remember which store it even was, but loved all of the clothes right now. I feel like I've answered a lot of the common ones. What is something you didn't expect about living in Florida? I knew that the driving was bad, but I didn't know it was that bad. Like, I think I see an accident almost every single day. So that, I would say, was like the biggest surprise. Really. I feel like everything else so far has been pretty much what I expected. I mean, I spent so much time down here because I have family down here that there weren't like too many surprises. Honestly, I was surprised. I love the area we live so much, and I was surprised how many people are like from the Northeast and like the Midwest down here in this part of Florida. So Southwest Florida, I feel like feels a lot more like home than other areas of Florida that I've spent time in. So I love that. That was like a positive. And then a negative thing I didn't expect was the bad drivers. I don't get it. I don't know. We need to make these people take their driver's test in the snow. Like, I had to take mine in a literal snowstorm in the middle of January. And I feel like, I mean, I'm not the best driver, but I feel like I'm pretty decent compared to what I'm encountering down here. But, okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this little Q&A. I'm trying to figure out what I want to watch. I've never seen Vampire Diaries, and I had a random urge to watch that. I might start the new American Horror Story, but that only has 1 episode out right now. Or I could just throw on the old reliable Gilmore Girls, or I did restart Stranger Things to just like have that on. So I don't know, but I'm gonna go do a face mask because I feel like my skin could really use one and it would be very relaxing. I'm gonna take this one for a quick little WALK and feed the other one because they're losing their minds right now. And I will see you guys in the next video. If you have any other questions that I didn't answer, leave them in the comments below and I will answer them down there. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.